Good morning, guys. It's another video with you. My name is Helios Magic, and today I'm going to be talking you through our newest addition to the fleet, which is the 737-86 November, otherwise known as the Boeing 737-800, just a different variant. Now, what makes this aircraft different, guys, is we decided to go for winglets. I think they just suit the 737. We also got the SATCOM dish installed, so that provides Wi-Fi to all our passengers in the rows here. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to take you through a complete setup from cold and dark. We're going to do a flight over to... We'll go over to Athens, it's 40 minutes or so. And we'll take it from there. First of all, what we're going to do, all important, always run the tracker. Helios Airlines uses smart cars too. Very professional ACARS reporting system. So you can see, we're here. We're actually, this is lovely aerosol scenery for Larnaca. So what? This is Helios's base. This is where we're based, Larnaca in Cyprus. And this maintenance building used to belong to Helios until they closed in 2005, and Cyprus Airways took it over. You can see a Cyprus Airways engineering. So what we're going to be doing, guys, is actually we're going to be editing this scenery very shortly to replace Cyprus with Helios and putting Helios's logo from the tail here up here. We're taking back the place. So this is smart cars. So take a look at this. So to create a flight, so I have no bids right now. So I create a flight. I go type in the flight number I want to do. So in my case 0001 because I'm the owner. Let's see. LK. So that's Larnaca, and we're going to LGAV, which is Athens. We're taking the 737-800. And our cruise altitude is going to be 29,000. Oh, that's 39,000. Wow. 29,000 feet, because, yeah. Get a faster burn rate. Okay, so my flight's chartered. So I just have to click on it, click fly. Review the data, make sure everything's right. And start.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard. Please
Oh,
ensure
wow,
that...
you're annoying. Anyway. Too early in the morning to be listening to her, guys. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to imagine walking up these steps. Okay, so... and then... Oh, don't know what that bounces. Now we're in the cockpit. So welcome aboard the cockpit. This is a typical cockpit for us. 737-800. Or in our case, 737-86 November. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you through it, okay? So... battery switch on, flight directions, ground connections, ground power. Oh, no, I did not mean to do that. Okay, ground power, connect. Oh wow. Just gonna turn everything off for now because it does make quite a noise. So as you can see, she's in a cold and dark config right now. What we're going to do is align the IRS first. Fuel FMC opera restored. Perfect. Main menu FMC. Check it all out. So LCLK. And we're going to leave the gate. We're going to leave the gate blank for now, guys, because we don't have a gate. Please don't tell me I have to make one of these. Aye, there we go. Alrighty, let's take runway 04 today. It's a long taxi off, but you know. Approach departures. Yeah, it looks right. 1 Charlie, and then for arrival, ILS 03, right. I'm just going to make sure for flight plan discontinuity. There we go. Have to clear that. Oh, a second one. Wow. Usually never happens. Activate, and press init. So our Helios' cost index, guys, was 20, so that's what we use. Our reserve today is going to be 2. Cruising altitude is going to be 29,000. Our transition altitude for out here is 9,000. And our zero empty fuel, okay, we're slightly heavy because we have probably a full tank, which I'm just going to correct right now. I'm just going to set the payload to empty today. Fuel, we're going to put down to, I think I'll get away with 46, okay, 48, no, actually, yeah, I'm going to take 50. So that should, hang on, I'm just going to go back to prep for a minute. Okay, so just upload our zero fuel weight. So it helps out when we are going for takeoff. Flaps 10 for departure, and set our V speeds, which are now up there. Back to legs. Close window. Okay, so our flight plan is in. Our tracker is running. So 5 Bravo. Delta Bravo India. That's the aircraft we're flying today. So my flight director is going to be the master. My co-pilot, who is non-existent, is going to be slave. Gonna go straight all the way up to 29. And gonna arm auto throttle. I'm gonna bring all this up to 250, which is actually safe to do at Larnaca. And nav. And as you can see, our adheres have aligned, so we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is really quickly, I am gonna just refresh this page, actually, just to make sure that it's actually streaming, because for the life of me, I've been having, I did this whole video for you guys yesterday, and the damn thing refused to acknowledge. So this is SimBrief, where I use all my flight plans for, where I get all my flight plans from. So shout out to you, SimBrief. So this is what I do when I need a dummy kind of thing. When I need a dummy flight plan. Oh no, hang on. Bone 1 Charlie. Okay, we need to go back to the airplane real quickly, guys. Bone 1 Charlie, and we need to make sure that we actually I actually did this correctly, because I might have done it back. Okay, Bone 1 Charlie. Okay, that's good. And I selected the wrong approach in, so it's going to be the Vari 1 Alpha. I always do this, guys. I do apologize for that. Vari 1 Alpha. ILS. Yankee. Arrival Nave for run. Oh, fuck off. Okay, great. And what we're going to do now is just go back to takeoff. Obviously, yeah. Legs, right. Need to clear that flight plan discontinuity, clear that error message. It always says that, but it doesn't realize that I know what I'm doing. It goes, you don't know what you're doing, and I'm like, yes I do. Okay, so we are currently sitting on the ground, connected to ground power, and we are going to go here to cabin lights, manual. I'm going to turn the cabin lights down to 10 because there's no passengers on board. We don't even need them on, but realism and professionalism. I'm also going to check a setting, because on my last flight, when I logged a flight last in this aircraft, guys, I had a very serious problem. And let's just say my operations director was not happy with me. So I need to make sure everything is working in the aircraft as well, because I have to submit weekly reports on the aircraft. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to turn on the APU. We're going to wait for that, make sure that they're set to... Oh. Right, next we're going to start a program called vPilot. At Helios Airlines, we use VATSIM every day. Sorry about that, need a drink. And we complete approximately, in a weekly basis, we've been hitting about 15-20 flights. Over the last month, over the last 8 weeks, I've logged 230 hours for the virtual airline. So I've done a lot of hours. So we just change our call sign here to Hotel Charlie Yankee 001. Change A320 to B738. Connect. And then we are now on the VATSIM net. Ooh. We are now on the VATSIM network. Just going to file our flight plan right now, which takes 2 seconds. So we're going from Lima Charlie to Lima Kilo. We're going to Lima Golf Alpha Victor, and our alternate is going to be Lima Golf Sierra Kilo, which is Skiathos, which I love Skiathos. Skiathos is so amazing. So 16:30 or 5:30, sorry. Time and date 1 hour 25 minutes. Fuel, blah 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 blah. Nobody ever reads those anyway. And we're going to 29,000. Yes. So a quick way to do this. So no, actually no, we won't. We'll do it all in the aircraft actually for your convenience today. Squawk Charlie on, so you can learn about us and our wicked ways. Right, so I'm going to set our squawk code standard 2000 when uncontrolled. Change our radio frequency to 122.8, which is Unicom for VATSIM. So you can do this in your aircraft, guys, and it works. And we are now on 122.8. We're on Unicom for VATSIM. Brilliant. Right, we are now going to switch over to the APU. And make sure the APU bleed is on. So now, oh, wrong one. We are now going to go back. We are going to go to ground connections. We're going to turn ground power off and wheel chocks removed. I'm now going to set our park and brake. So we're on the APU right now. Introduce the fuel pumps. Oh, GSX doesn't want to work today. So just for safety, turn on your emergency lights. Yaw dampener armed. Window heat on. Pilot probe heat on. And anti-ice because we're going to 29,000 feet. So this is what we're going to do. Set the isolation valve to auto. Going to select the right engine for startup. Park and brake released, and we'll just push back. So you can see the right engine starting to spool up right now. Brilliant. Actually, hang on, I didn't do this right. Why am I halfway in my seat? Should not be happening. So when this goes above 3%, guys, you can introduce your fuel. So we're pushing back now, and we're turning. Good. Oh. No, we don't want to do that. So time for the fake cabin announcement, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board the Helios flight to Athens this morning. My name is Roy Mulcahy, I'll be your captain. Along with me, beside me in the flight deck is all of Twitch. And we expect to be expect to be going in a minute. So just sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of your flight with us. Oh. So now that the right engine's started, rate continuous. Left engine start now. As you can see, spooling up perfectly. Oh, wow, I forgot about that. I don't normally do that. %. Left engine start. And we'll just stop here. Engage the parking brake. Engine mixture fuel. There we go. Engine 1 starting. So we're going to set flaps to 10. You can hear that. Flaps are going down. Let's set our lights now. Taxi on. Logo on. Strobe to both. Hey, there we go. Lights are flashing. So I forgot to close the door on the stairs, but we're fixing it now. Oh my god, close please. There we go. Cabin is now fully sealed and pressurized like it should be. Flaps are set and our lights are on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run through our final checks. So we're going to put our right and left pack on, recirc fans on, bleed 1 and 2 on, APU bleed off, generators 1 and 2 on, APU bus off, and disengage APU. Check for anything kind of like red or yellow up here. Usually that is a bad sign, but I'm not seeing anything out of the ordinary. So what we're going to do now is check our panels here, make sure everything is okay. Always do your safety checks with this plane. This plane loves to sometimes not cooperate. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go outside, we're going to do our visual check, ensure that all our flight surfaces work. Done. So now we're good for taxi. We'll commence our taxi now really slowly. You've got to introduce the power to this plane. This plane, it doesn't like when you just give a full power to go taxiing. You have to gradually feed it in, or else you'll have some problems. But that seems to be. I've checked around with other virtual airlines, and that seems to be a problem limited to us. So maybe it just doesn't like us. So we're going to turn now. Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Armed doors and crash check. Right, so we're gonna commence our very long taxi up here. One thing I hate about spawning all the way down at the bottom is you have to taxi all the way up, and it just goes. Oh. 5 days ago, fun fact guys, we had 15 Helios pilots here at one time, here at Larnaca, and I'm using, as I said, I'm using scenery for this airport. And we had 15 pilots here last week. This was amazing. I've been away for a little bit, so when I came back and I decided to do a flight. And I did a flight, and then I was on final approach, and all I could hear on radio on Batson was, "Oh, this is Helios, blah blah blah, requesting pushback." And I was like, "What the hell is going on?" And I landed, and I saw 15 of our planes. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so magical!" then again, they did know when I was coming back from my holidays, so they probably just all showed up there to impress me. Even though, but at Helios Airlines, guys, we can promise we give you we capitalize on fun, on the minimum amount of stress. So while we are serious and professional, we'll never ever take it to a level where you don't enjoy doing flight sim and VAT sim, and we have a full VAT sim introductory and training program, so we'll teach you how to fly on VAT sim, how to talk to the ATC. We do full type rating services, so if you want to be type rated on the Boeing 737-800 exclusive, you can talk to one of our trainers today, and you can get that done for yourself. We also take your transfer hours in from any other virtual airline you might be a part of. But no, my nickname to the guys is Helios Magic, because that's the two words I always say. Oh, it's Helios Magic, man. You know, I'm always about the magic. So what we're going to do is, I could take this entry point here and take off, but I don't know. Do you want to see Larnaca? There's the tower and terminals, and they're not really impressive. Yeah, we're just going to increase power a little bit here now, just feed her a bit. But I'm always about the Helios Magic, guys. So if you want to join today and be part of the magic, pop into www.heliosairlines.com and sign up today, guys. Become part of the magic. We are expanding like crazy. We're opening hubs in places I never thought possible. We're introducing aircraft I never thought were possible. This week we'll be releasing our Boeing 787 Dreamliner. So that's going to be really good. We're going to be looking out for that. So our landing lights are on and our taxi lights are off. So we're going to do a takeoff roll here. Max power. So I'm going to do a bit of an Air Force Proud 95 here, guys, when I take off, okay? Because he's an awesome guy. Talked to him once, but you know. V1. Rotate.
V2.
Roger that, sauce box. V2, positive brake, gear up. And the same with every other commercial jet pilot. The autopilot goes on straight after takeoff. Really sad. 3,000 feet a minute. Flaps manage themselves. What we're going to do is we're going to save us the trouble of doing this loop, because I hate doing this loop. Just gonna change a nav point here, and we're gonna turn left instead of right. Flaps up. So let's take a look. I'll get my favorite view on this airplane actually. Here we go now, making our turn. Oh, one program I forgot to share with you is FSX WX. So it's a really good program for weather engine for P3D. So I'll show you it now. Oh my god, look at that. That scenery is just so great. As I said, we're using scenery all the way through, so we're using Orbix for our grounds. Oops, I see a problem. We're using orbits today. We are using Rex 4 Directs for the sky and clouds. PMDG for our aircraft. And yeah, it really blends in nice together. That's the city of Larnaca down there. Fun fact, I was at Larnaca actually in 2003, and I remember standing at a fence near the airport and seeing this actual plane. So actually seeing 5 Bravo Delta Bravo India land at Larnaca, guys. So I've actually seen this plane. This was about a month before the Helios 522 incident in Athens involving the 737-300 that unfortunately crashed. But it was magical, guys. Helios was great. I took a Helios flight actually in 2005 from Athens, or from Larnaca to Athens, because that was the lowest budget airline to take you that route.
10,000 feet.
So we're at 10,000 feet right now, so we're going to increase our speed to 280 knots. And retracting the landing gear. Lights. Wow, you don't want to cooperate with me today. And as far as I can see, we're all good. I do love this plane, guys. It's so fun to fly. The good thing about us as well is like with all virtual airlines, no, not all of them, but most virtual airlines based on a real world company like Helios, you're limited to the routes that they fly, right? But like that's not true with us, so to speak. Like we still fly the scheduled routes that Helios used to charter for. So like Larnaca to Athens, Athens to Larnaca, Larnaca to Prague, those kind of places, and up to Edinburgh and London Stansted and Luton. But we fly to so many more places as well, guys. We're flying into Ireland right now. We just opened up Irish routes. Serving now Kerry, Shannon, Cork and Dublin. Soon we're going to be going to Belfast. We've also opened up a major hub in Gatwick. So we're going to be sorry, my English is atrocious. What we're going to be doing is scaling back the operations in like Luton and Stansted, shifting all of those efforts over to Gatwick, and we're still going to be flying into Glasgow, Edinburgh. I'm looking to get into Aberdeen. I'm just like, what I do is, see, when we're opening up a route, it's up to me to fly it, and then what I have to do is, I land at an airport usually about 100 miles from, where I'm due to go. And then what I do is I fly one approach in, I fly back to that airport, I fly another approach in. So I have to fly every approach to that airport so I can write out, the standard procedures for the approaches and our procedures for that airport. So if an airport is dangerous, such as Innsbruck, which we opened 2 weeks ago, we opened up a hub in Innsbruck. It's amazing. You sign up today, hop on it. It's so exciting. Check it out. We are serving Innsbruck. It is a very tricky approach. It took me about 6 weeks to get everything sorted for it, because it's that dangerous to go in there that we're actually training our pilots on how to properly fly into Innsbruck. Which is ridiculous. It's crazy. As I said before, and I'm probably going to get killed for this, but it's that Helios magic, yeah? So you got, you see these lovely shadows down here, guys, we're casting from the mountains. It's just brilliant. I've been having a lot of fun with Helios. I've commanded other virtual airlines before. I did an Austrian for a while. I did a Monarch, and I did an SAS. Nothing compares to this Helios. This is where the fun is when you're a bush pilot, because that's what Helios is. It's a charter airline. So like we fly into places where, you know, we fly wherever we want, whenever we want. We have the freedom to do that as a charter company. And it's just like, it's amazing, like the level of fun that you can have by doing that compared to, you know, following actual schedules and real world timing and stuff. And you know, we like the freedom of what we do, and it's amazing. So we're starting to just slow down a little bit. So what we're going to do now is decrease our rate of descent to 2,000 feet a minute. I'm going to just show you a few things. But this is all Cyprus down here right now. Larnaca is back over there. There's another airfield below us in this city. I've not flown into it yet. I will be checking it out though. So what we're going to be doing now is we're making our kind of westerly, kind of northwesterly approach really, out of Athens, or out of Cyprus, and we're going to be like going straight up here, and Greece is somewhere in this direction. Let's see if we got any, we got nobody near us right now on Vatsim. It's a very quiet day for Vatsim right now, our time, because it literally is 6 a.m. for me right now. So, you know, I said I had to get up. I did this entire video for you guys yesterday, and then I realized when I landed to, like, you know, stop the video and go back and edit it. Oh my god, wow, the weather engine kicked in. Let's have a look at this weather right now. I love when it does this. It kind of creates a morning haze effect. Now, unfortunately, this weather engine is not great, so it will glitch out, and it will just, like, for us here, it will remain like glazed over, but like you will see pockets around us where it won't be. And I hate when it does that, because they're robbing themselves of a valuable advantage. Well, yeah, it's a lovely effect. Oh, she's telling me that we're 1,000 feet from our destination, our arrival altitude. That's okay too. We've got a direct headwind of 19 knots, which is okay, I suppose. I mean, it's not going to hinder us in any way. I'm just going to increase our speed right now, guys. So we're at cruise, so what I do now is I turn off the fasten seatbelt sign. If we did have passengers in the back, I would be making my cabin announcement, so hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. We just reached our cruising altitude, 29,000 feet. And we are just shy of 400 miles an hour. We expect to have you on the ground in Athens in the next 15 minutes or so. Until then, sit back and relax, enjoy your flight. If there's anything we can do here at Helios to make your flight more enjoyable, call on a member of the cabin crew. And remember, it's all about the Helios magic. We'll update with a bit of luck. There'll be no further need to update you in the flight. Weather in Athens right now, it is sunny, clouds at about a few scattered clouds. Temperature about 22 degrees, and no rain. So we're looking good. So we'll have you in under an hour's time. And as we say once again, sit back and enjoy it. Yeah, let's set up this camera for you guys right here. So what I love about this plane, so hang on, let's turn on some cockpit lighting, huh? It gets a bit dark in here sometimes. So what I love about this plane is, you know, even though everything is manual, like surprisingly, it does a lot for itself. It won't let you do anything that it deems dangerous. So let's say if I just set a cruising altitude of 100 feet, it won't let me do that. It'll level out about 2,000, 3,000 feet, and it will refuse, unless I take it off autopilot, it'll refuse to go any lower, unless it's locked on to like a VOR lock beacon or an ILS approach. A lot of people commented recently on one of my videos. This was my own personal video. It wasn't anything to do with the airline or anything. But they were wondering how this FMC works. And it's actually, compared to other software that I run, like Majestic-A, Aerosoft A320, Aerosoft CRJ, this FMC is the easiest I've ever used. The only thing I will say, not about the FMC, but about this aircraft, this panel confuses people. Like, they get scared when they look at it. I mean, okay, so like, okay, there's a lot of buttons up here and there's a lot of lights. Don't let it confuse you. What I did was, when I first bought this plane, I disconnected from my TeamSpeak. I stopped flying for about 5 hours, 4 hours. I sat down and I learned everything about this plane, and I did. It took me 4 hours, no YouTube, no nothing. It was literally just trying out all the different buttons, reading the manual a little bit that came with it, and it is so easy, guys. I mean, wow. But I do recommend the PMDG 737. It is amazing. You can check it out on PMDG, their website, so you could go check out their website for all their greatest planes. I'm proud to say I own the full set, so I own the 737 NGX series, both for Prepare 3D and FSX. I own the 747 series Queen of the Skies. I own the 777 plus its expansion. I really do love them. They're great. This was probably my go-to plane. I wouldn't fly the Aerosoft as much as I would fly this. So yeah, this plane is really great for me right now. We will be releasing new texture packs in the next 4 weeks. So what we're doing is, this plane here is our 800. We're going to be creating a reskin for the 600, the 700 and the 900. Both winglet and non-winglet versions, depending on what suits you. The SATCOM up the top, that's just an option in the FMC that you can choose to put on or not. I just put it on because I like to be modern. We're going to be releasing a skin for our new 787 coming out shortly. We're going to be releasing a skin for our 747. 400 extended range and our 777-200, and a few other aircraft like the Aerosoft A320, Aerosoft CRJ, and the Quality Wings and Captain Sim 757. So stay tuned for those guys because they're coming out really soon. There's a lot happening for us right now, so if, we have our YouTube. We have a YouTube being set up shortly, and we'll have that done. You might also check out our TeamSpeak, which is ts3.helios. Oh no, we changed that again. Bollocks! I keep making a balls of it. Right, ts3.world1group.com. Go check that out if you want to come in for a conversation. Be part of the Helios magic. Even if you want to just appear on the live stream on Twitch, pop in, ask for Rory. Somebody should be there to answer or to help you out. If not, message me directly on the Twitch, just letting me know that you're here, and I have my own office, my Twitch office, so we can just go there and talk shop, as it were. But yeah, what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to turn off my... I'm going to be stepping away for a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a nice view for you. So I'm going to set up this view for you guys real quick while I head out. I'm only going to get a cup of coffee in it, so it shouldn't be more than 5 minutes. So enjoy this. And take care of my plane. And I'll be right back. Oh guys, sorry about that. Just to mention, sorry, I forgot to turn off my mic, so I will be doing that now. Just give me a few minutes, be right back. And alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that, I have to get a cup of coffee. Alright. So we are cruising 29,000 feet. Still got a headwind up to 37 knots now. I expect that to diminish for our landing. Well, who knows? Who knows? We'll play it by ear. We got 44 minutes to go on our tracker right now, so why not? So bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I meant to go to YouTube. I meant to upload a video, guys. I'm sorry about this. It's my fault. Select file. Oh, wait. Videos. And today is the 8th of the 9th, I think. I don't know. I can't English today. We're gonna call it. Sorry about this, guys. I know this isn't interesting, but you know, gotta keep ahead of it. Else, they all yell at me when I don't do my job. And wow, that is taking forever. Alright, that's uploading, so we can leave that to do its business. Back to the flight deck. And we are cruising. So guys, at this point, I want to get what is your favorite part of flying? As in, like, is it the night before you're due to go flying, the building up to it, the anticipation, or when you're at the airport about to board your flight, or when you're on, you know, in flight, so to speak, or you know, when you've arrived? What's your favorite part of flying? Leave your answer in the comments section and just let us know. For me, I hate cruise. This is the part of flight that I hate right now. Especially when I'm a passenger on a plane, never mind sitting in a cockpit, but you know, there's nothing to do. Your monitoring systems, making sure you don't smack into anything, and that's about it, you know? Apologize for that. Sip of coffee. My favorite part of flying is just when you take off, when the wheels lift off the ground. All of a sudden you just feel this weight on you, and you're just like, and then it lasts about 5 seconds, and then all you just feel is, you know you're in the air, you're flying, you are soaring above the ground, and that's what I love. I love that feeling. It's magic. It really is magic. Now, my favorite part about flight sim is VATSIM. VATSIM has to be my best part because it's a great place. I love socializing with other people. If you see here, my V pilot, I dot chat everybody in this. I just, like, anyone who's flying next to me or near me, I'd be chatting away to them on via private message. I just love talking about flying, and I ask them how their flight are going, if they're having any issues. I once had a guy mail me back saying, "BRB, my engines are stalling, or they're cutting out," and I talked him through the whole restart process, and he was so thankful he joined the airline, and it was so great. I was just like, whoa, I'm not asking you to join. He's like, "No, you helped me." And I'm going to touch base on a bit of our training right now. So what we're doing is we're releasing our VATSIM training course modules. So basically, to register your interest, you have to sign up to our our exam center, which is found in the crew center on the website once you see when you sign up. And from there, we review your application. You write out like a brief, like, essay, or not an essay, but a brief description of what you need as a pilot, what training you want and need, and then we pair you with one of our mentors. So right now, for mentoring for Helios, guys, it's just me at the minute. I'm the only one who's doing it. And we go through the basics. So we go through the software, explain that. We explain the phraseology of ATC, air traffic control, how to react. Because most people, when even in dummy sessions in the TeamSpeak in the training offices, I go, Helios 0037, Larnaca ground, taxi runway 04 via apron and Alpha. I mean, that's a simple enough instruction. But for some people, they freak out and cry. I had somebody cry. But like, everybody has a mentality that VATSIM is a very scary place. It's not scary if you know what you're doing. B, if you take the time out to chill, so just relax. Don't let it bother you and affect you. Because if you do that, then you have no hope at all. Trust me, you will have no hope. I've seen people who get quite flustered and caught up in the whole thing, and they just get really stressed really quickly, and they start yelling at you because you're trying to tell them what to do, and they don't want to listen, and it just becomes frustrating. But like VATSIM, once you take your time and you understand what you're doing, you will enjoy VATSIM for what it's meant to be enjoyed. Like, I love just sitting here. I can talk to any air traffic control. I have an S1 rating on VATSIM myself, which means I can do ground and delivery. So I can do that. I've got a P4 pilot rating tag, which means I'm trained in IF4 and advanced IF4. Means if any controller anytime needs to know what I know, they look up my VATSIM CID, so that's my ID for VATSIM, and they say, "Oh, this guy has a P4. He knows what he's doing. That's okay. I won't have to treat him like a novice." And quite actually, in my remarks on VATSIM, I usually leave P4 rating and controllers then just don't talk me through what I need to do. They tell me what I need to do, I read it back correctly, and we get on with our business. And there's nothing better. You know, you need to follow air traffic control at all times. They're there. They're not. You know, they're there because they enjoy the whole air traffic control situation, but they're also there for your safety. And not a lot of people realize in a simulator. You know, okay, if I just dip the nose of this thing down into the sea, you know, I'm not gonna die. I can respawn, but like, for those who want realism, actual realism, you know, you have to be safe in these simulators as well. I can't just fly around here at like 1,000 knots. So why would I want to do that? I'm here to simulate what it's like to be a real world pilot sitting at 29,000 feet in a 737. This is the closest I get to it for now. But you need to be safe, and that's what the VATs and controllers are there for. They're there to keep you safe. You know, keep other aircraft away from you, good separation, and to ensure smooth flow patterns. And they do an excellent job. So at this time, I want to give every air traffic controller on VATSIM right now, not just the active ones that are online like right now, but everyone, all of them, every last air traffic controller on the VATSIM network, I want to give you a huge shout out for what you do. Because me being one of you, being an S1, it's not easy keeping everybody safe, especially when you have kids coming in and about and they just want to mess. So I want to give a massive shout out and give yourself a big round of applause, because VATSIM is amazing. We all keep, you know, by us being on VATSIM, we're keeping it amazing. And just a big round of applause to you guys, and a big round of applause to the VATSIM guys as well. And keep up the good work, keep releasing the new content, and just keep up your hard work, and I thank you so much. And besides stroking my own ego for a second, back to our flight. So as you can see, we're sitting and cruising. We're 248 miles left. Just to touch base, guys, actually on our flight tracker, because I had a lot of questions asked about that as well, like did I design it, where did I get it? Oh, weather update, yay! Okay, so guys, oh, we got a fuel warning. Still got ample fuel. Smart Cars was designed by a company, a web hosting company known as TFDI Design. You can find out their website at www.tfdidesign.com. If you're looking for like reliable web hosting, if you're looking for, they released the TFDI Boeing 717, which I had the fortunate pleasure of testing out recently. It is an awesome product. Smart Cars was designed by them. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago, I'm not sure. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's won awards for being the best A-Cars tracker out there. I mean, there's nothing out there. Unless you can build something amazing, Smart Cars is the way to go. I cannot fault the guys at TFDI. That's Colin Bidenkamp, he's the president. And Joshua Mendoza, he's the vice president at TFDI as well. Who also has a virtual airline, and I believe he uses Smart Cars as well. It's amazing, guys, and a big round of applause and a shout out to you guys for designing it. You made it simple to track your data, and a simple, friendly, a user-friendly interface. So, well done for that. Our website is also hosted to TFDI Design. We've never once had an outage. They're really reliable and brilliant. So big shout out to them guys, and they're very cheap as well. So do check them out if you have a virtual airline. you're not really happy with your web hosting, check out TFBI Design. I guarantee you won't have a problem with them. They are, and even their support tickets, I've get if I have a problem or if I need something explained to me, I just write in a support ticket, and usually I'd say within 5 hours I have Joshua Mendoza emailing me back, talking to me like directly. It's nice that their corporate staff deal with you rather than, you know, just anyone who works at the support center. I mean, it's really nice to have the vice president himself come back to me and talk to me. I really appreciate it, Josh. Your help has been invaluable over the past just under a year now, I'd say. So keep it up. And no doubt I'll be having more problems in the future. So here's to our continued cooperation. So we are approaching mainland Greece. These are just all the Greek isles out here. They're really lovely. I've not discovered all of the... I've not been to all the airfields out here yet. I will be doing a Greek Isle tour in the next, I'd say 2 months. I just haven't gotten the time to do it. Been putting it off, and you know, I just really want to visit every island that has an airstrip. Even if there's a field, I'll take a Cessna and I'll just land in a field somewhere. But it's great. I really enjoy like flying over these islands. And, you know, and when you're a commercial airline pilot, like I am up here, sitting 29,000 feet, full 737, you know, you don't get to fly into these scenic places a lot, and that's my biggest regret, because, you know, sure, there's beauty in main airports, like main hubs and major airports and stuff, but like when you fly, there's nothing like flying into an airport that's like literally just an airstrip on an island. I don't do it a lot. I really wish I did, because it just looks amazing. All these islands down here, and I do want to start getting around to them and having a look. And the only island I've been to recently, like away from Athens and away from Cyprus itself, was Skiathos. Skiathos is northeast of Athens. It's really nice. It's a basic. The biggest thing on the island is the airport. It runs through from west to east. It just runs that entire span. Beautiful airport, beautiful scenery, 2 gates, really nice. No ILS. I love airports that don't have an ILS, because I do like to manually land this thing sometimes. Unfortunately, when I'm busy, or if I'm in an airport that, let's say, up in the UK where it's very busy and stuff, I don't have time to manually land it, if you get what I mean. I like to get in, because if I don't, you know, I'm delaying the guy behind me, the guy behind him, that kind of thing. I don't like that. So I always do an instrument approach when it's busy. Today we can check Fantastic. And let's see what the air traffic is like up here. So this just takes a few minutes. We just sign in real quick. And here we are. So this is all of this is the Greek. So I see a jet out here. And he's after coming from Innsbruck. Nice. This is British Airways over here. And if you click on them, it takes a few seconds, but you can click on them. And you can like view their flight plan, how long they've been online for. Wow, he's on Australia. Who is he? Speedbird 106. Okay, let's have a chat with Speedbird 106. So the command for that, guys, is dot chat space BAW 106. Enter. So it comes up with his name. So I'll be like, hello. Hello. Good morning. Enjoying your my keyboard is really damaged. Your flight. Hey, weather update again. I love this one the most because everything's just so hazy. I really love it. Now, we are 186 miles, so we will not descend until 140. Got 45 miles to descend, so what we're going to do, we're going to plan our descent now. I'm going to slow down. Don't want to go too fast when we're descending. Now I'm going to plan my descent through the FMC, so I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to init ref. My ILS frequency is 111.1. I know that off by heart actually, but just never see it, just for training purposes. And set my V speed, so a flat 40, I'm going to be landing at 120 knots. Nice and slow. Usual landing speed for these aircraft are about 140, but I'm going to set 100 and... Yeah, actually no, we'll set 140. We'll check to see did we get a response from Speedbird. Negative. We'll check our TeamSpeak. So this is our TeamSpeak. World 1 Group 2017 Helios Airlines. Oh wow. I need to get rid of that because I do that after like 10 o'clock at night. When you see closed next to Helios Airlines at 10 o'clock at night, don't disturb anybody in those offices because we will get mad. Rawr. I'm only joking. So, in the World 1 Group, actually designed by me, you have Helios Airlines, Orbit Airlines, and Flex Virtual. Flex is a recent acquisition for me. I just took that over from another CEO and I just bought it. So Flex Virtual, so visit them at flyflexvirtual.com and sign up today. I'm pretty sure they'd be pretty happy to have you. We have an EasyJet joining us at some point. We're not sure yet. Still waiting to hear them. So this is my my office, HCY director's office. This is where I sit. Usually, sometimes, kind of, meh. And you can see up the top here. This is our server address. ts3.world1group.com. If you want to come in here and check it out. Actually, I'll show you our website real quickly as well, because I don't do that quite often in my videos. Okay, hang on. Oh, for the love of dear God, please, come on. My internet has been really bad today. I don't think my... Oh, here it is. Okay. We are closing soon. As is stated here. We are going to be closed for 6 weeks, guys. We are not, like... okay, this is like a system... What we're doing is we're closing for 6 weeks. shutting everything down. No flights, no websites, no streams, nothing. What we're going to be doing in that 6 weeks, we're going to be completely redoing the website. This is a skin that we use right now. All of this is going to be changed. Actually, do you know what? You deserve a sneak peek right now. Oh, /beta. There we go. This is hang on, bing, 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 bing. This is the new website, guys. It's not done yet. Obviously, all of this has to be changed. All these are going to be changed. We're going to be putting a video in here, so this has to be replaced. We're going to be putting in a support ticket. We're going to be putting in a form system. We have all of these things we need to fill in. We're going to be adding to the nav bar as well. The crew center. Hang on, let me see where it takes us. Oh, it takes us to ours. Okay. This is our crew center. So when you sign up, this is what you see. Hang on. Let's see if it can find me. Okay, zoom out. It zooms in all over the place. I don't know why. Where is it? Albania. Albania. Okay, so it shows my actual location. That's cool. So it shows where I am, where I'm going. And yeah, it's really cool. I've flown 121 hours. I've made £35,000. I've done 96 flights. Brilliant. This was my last flight, by the way. I need to get that checked out. But we will be getting a totally new crew center as well, which is really, really something. We're really excited about this. I'm just gonna refresh the Twitch thing because Twitch has been really bugging out for us as of late. So check our video. What? Verify account. Text me with the verification. It is 0. Anyway, sorry about that. You all have my personal phone number. No ugly girls, please. No, I'm only joking. I'm happily engaged. Happily engaged with 2 stepchildren. So do not I'm unavailable, ladies. I'm sorry. Even though I can't imagine ladies watching a flight sim video, but you know, it's I keep forgetting to do these things, and I'm really sorry because it's taken. Whoa. Hang on. Okay, so we've now just launched a new video. I just need to make sure what this is actually. Because if it's what I think it is, I uploaded the wrong video and I will be in a lot of trouble. Okay, you take your time there with that. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, what are we at? What are we at? Okay, 125 miles. We are now going to start our descent. Going to descend now to 12,000 feet, 11, 10, no, 11. It's always difficult when you have no ATC on because you don't know what you want. That's our speed, 270. No reply. Uh-oh. Very professional A-Cars reporting system. So you can see. So we are cruising 29,000 feet. I made an error, guys. Hang on. Make it private. Shit. Sorry for the cursing. I put up the wrong video. I'm gonna get yelled at today, but that's okay. Damn good coffee. Will I get away with it? 130 minutes. Then what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna put the flaps down for free to help with the wind. The flaps are now going down, as you can see. So this will help maintain our speed as we descend. We'll also set that to armed speed brake, auto brakes 2, and we took care of this already. So all we need to do now is tune the ILS when we get down. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. We're a bit off it, so we're at 26,000 feet. We are at 109 miles. Brilliant. We are actually not having a bad day. I remember not so long ago there was this flight that I did, and there was massive problems with I just had massive problems with systems, and I was really just getting frustrated. And somebody came into the TeamSpeak, not somebody new, but one of our members, decided that he was going to be on a bit of a hyper kind of day, and I just said, I vaguely, right, I'm just gonna do this. I vaguely remember saying these words: leave or die. But I was having a really bad day, and oh, the weather updated for us again. Nice. You see how beautiful and stunning these, like, look at that, look at shadow. The shading, it's just brilliant. So yeah, this route, guys, is the same route that Helios 522 took in 2005 when it crashed. we're on the, actually, and the scary part is we're on the exact same route as they took to Athens. So yeah, I always like to take a few minutes to, like, you know, obviously pay some respect to them, because, you know, they what happened to them is horrible, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. So I always just say a quick prayer to myself when I'm kind of like traveling this way, just out of respect for them. You know, they were unsuspecting holiday makers looking for their next holiday, or going on their holidays, and, you know, unfortunately, aircraft mechanics didn't go, or didn't follow safety procedure and standard procedure, and, you know, it's just not nice when you have aviation tragedy and stuff. And actually, when we do come out this way, the only reason we've been kind of switching everything over to the UK is because every time we appear to come out here to, like, you know, Athens and Cyprus, we get a lot of bullying, actually, from people saying, "Oh, ha ha ha, your pressurization panel set to auto," you know, all the rest of that, and it's not nice. Because, in my opinion, a joke is a joke, but, like, when you don't joke about an air crash, because they're actual people, they're real people. We might not have known them, or, you know, but, like, they're real people, mate. And it's not nice to make fun of real people, especially when in an accident such as that. And, you know, I do turn around to people. I'm like, just grow up. You know, there's no need for you to be like this. It's not nice. And people just go, "Oh, relax, I'm only taking a joke with you, da da da." And I'm like, but you don't joke about that kind of stuff. It's not nice. And I got into a heated debate with this guy one night, and I was like really just like so close to actually, you know, just being totally done with him. And he said something personal against me. He's like, "Oh, you're just trying to live off fame from whatever." And I turned around to him and I said, "I'm done with you." Reported him to a VATSIM supervisor, and as I believe he got banned for abusing other VATSIM member communities. Now, I don't report people to VATSIM on a regular basis, so please don't think I'm a snitch. But when you attack me personally, and you attack people who had poor, unfortunate circumstances, who met their deaths quite horribly, you know, you kind of have no choice. But anyway, back to the flight now. We're doing nicely. We're descending through 19,000 feet, so we're not doing too badly. Weather's after clearing up. I'm actually going to decrease speed now to 185. That way I can put the flaps down to 4 and set the rate of descent a little higher. We're at 77 miles, so we're not bad. And before I forget, because I always forget to do this, we're going to have to set the crew 4,500. I can arm the speed brakes a little bit if I have to, just keep me slow. Actually, no, I'm just going to do that a little bit. Keep me slow. I'm going to turn off the anti-ice now. And we can now switch to an altimeter setting. QNH 1013. Like, look at this islands here. They're relatively flat on the coastal lines. I could easily hop in a Cessna 172 and just visit all these islands. And I think I'm gonna do that shortly. Just gonna visit anywhere I can along here, really. Like, look, there's an airstrip down there. I could probably land this thing down there. But for obvious reasons, I wouldn't be taking a Cessna 172, or I wouldn't be taking a 737 to these places. She strikes me as a little too big for some of these places. Like, look at this place. We're coming up to here. Let's check. I don't see an airstrip, so most likely isn't one. I could take a seaplane in there. You know, there's a cruise ship over there. Level of detail is amazing even at this altitude. So Athens is over here, guys, where you see my cursor. So this is where we're going to be going. So our plan takes us like a bit over here and then straight in and then a right turn into the ILS. And then Skiathos, the place I was telling you about, is just over behind this big huge island over here. Skiathos is a small island over here in this general direction, so it's a nice place to go visit as well. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to shorten down our flight plan. So instead of going via here, we're going to go straight in the ILS. We're going to decrease our rate of descent as well to 1,000, so just, you know, it's a nice gradual descendant. Now we do the all-important ATC check. We need to make sure there's no ATC. Did that once, didn't check the ATC, landed, and a center had sent me a contact me 15 times. It was not nice. And look at this. This is brilliant. I love looking at all these different views. If you look really closely, these guys move. This aircraft's name, guys, is Veni. So she's the newest addition to our fleet. We really like her. Apparently, though, people are still flying the 737-300, which I was really surprised about. I thought people would be, you know, really wanting to experience this new plane, but no, a lot of people are just sticking with the 737-300, even for our long haul flights. To get to like Stansted from Larnaca, which would be a Helios route, you have to stop in Prague to refuel. It's actually funny. So most likely when you're passing through Prague and Vatsum, look out for a Helios jet, because there will most definitely be one. There's at least 3 a day. So there's one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. You shouldn't be too hard to spot. And like, look at this. Oh my god. Oh, there is an airfield on this island. Wow. Big enough for a 737 as well. Okay, we're gonna have to visit this place at some point, guys. I've not been here. No, the container ship, the cruise ship. Nice. And it's just off Athens' doorstep as well, guys, which is amazing. I really like flying out here for the scenery, and you know, it's just a nice place to fly. If you fly in the UK and you're really sick of like the basics, come out to Greece. You'll experience a total new way of flying. I love doing VFR out here. I just fly. I get an I have my own Cessna 172, painted in my color. So I just love flying out here in my Cessna, and I have the Cessna Grand Caravan as well, the Caronado, that I like to fly VFR out here. It's just nothing compares. So we're 10,000 feet. Turn our landing lights on.
10,000 feet.
Ensure our speed is below 250 knots, which it is. So our landing lights are now on. And we'll be coming in for a landing now very, very shortly. I love playing with this thing as well. This is our ILS hood, landing hood. So in poor visibility, this aircraft has an ability that, like, okay, you can still land it on an instrument, but this is a backup as well. So you can use this to gauge your altitude, your speed, and this thing here is like an F-18 or an F-16. It'll point you towards the center point of the ILS, so it tells you where you need to go. And you can activate it by pressing this little bezel here, and it's stored up above the captain's head. You got your cooling fan for the captain here, so this is the off position, it's the on position. So I like to stay cool in the cockpit sometimes, so I keep that on. Turn the lights off. We turn the fuel pumps off because they're showing a low pressure warning, which means they're not really functioning. And we're still about 46 miles from the ILS turn off. Not complaining. We're 8,400 feet. Once we get over this thing, we're golden. Also, guys, I want you to leave your comments down in the comment section. I just want to get your opinion. Like, what do you want to see in these videos? Obviously, like, I do these videos once every few days, different flights. I don't talk as much usually. This is just like I'm bored and like there's nobody else to talk to, and I'm kind of like, you know, lonely a little bit, but you know, I'm alright. But like, what do you want to see? Do you want to see more flying? Do you want in-depth tutorials? Do you want VATSIM intensive? Do you want, you know, difficult landing and approaches? What you choose what you want, and we'll give it to you. It's always, Helios is your airline, and we want your say. So you let us know down in the comment section. Oh wow, it's foggy here. Okay. Good thing I'm not doing a manual approach today. So you tell us what you want to see, and we'll do our utmost to give it to you. Also as well, if you want to see more, you know, if you want to see group flights, let us know. I can arrange to fly with 2 or 3, 4 people, and we can do a group flight. They've always been fun to do, mainly because always always somebody has an emergency on a group flight. My engine caught fire on a group flight once, flying over Antarctica. We were doing what's known as the Antarctic leg, and I had an engine fire, and I had to put it down on the ice. It was really funny as well because they all disengaged their autopilot. They all kind of circled around my location, and they occasionally came in and buzzed me a little bit, and I was just like, dudes. But that was scary. I mean, an engine fire over Antarctica where you have very little support, and luckily I was able to, you know, fix the problem and get up again, but it's still scary. As I said, so I want your opinion to what you want to see in these flights, these videos. I also want route suggestions, so I'll go anywhere you want me to go. Bar North Korea, any of those places, because, yeah. And if you want anything explained at any time, do us a favor, email us at heliosairlines@gmail.com. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. And, you know, just let us know. And we'll do our utmost to do something for you. Oh my god. Okay, so we are now beginning our final descent in... Oh wow, oh my god. Sorry, that even... I'm not used to this level of quality even, so... I needed to check that out. Oh my god, polytunnels. Oh man. Nice trees. Oh, the shadows. Oh my god, wow. Sorry, I had to take a look at that. Alright, we're 25 miles away from our turn-off point, so we are 26 miles from destination. We can now engage our ILS frequencies, so we've already keyed them in for standby. Active. Active. For ILS, both of them have to be in the active, and it'll say FMC arrive. Now we can turn on view our lock. And up here it gives us our DME. And a perfect diamonds will start showing up here as we get a bit closer. So I'll put us down now to 3,000 feet in a minute. Just going to continue approach. We need to check for air traffic. So I see nothing here for air traffic, so brilliant. There's nothing around us. Which is always what we want to hear. We'll be slowing down now in a minute as well, before I make the turn in. Right, so now I'm going to descend to 3,000 feet, 500 feet a minute. It's going to take us 3 minutes to descend, which is nice and gradual and slow. Also lets me decrease my speed now to 170 knots. Very peculiar island, actually. Oh, the fogginess is gone. I thought we'd have that for the approach in, but it's alright. See Larnaca, you see Athens airport over there? Spoiler alert, yes, I have scenery. So you see this mountain range over here, guys, where the cursor is? So you've got Athens over here, the city's over here. This mountain range over here is where Helios 522 crashed. And I just thought I'd let you know that that piece of info. So we are nearly ready now for our ILS landing. Right, we're descending now. We've got 500 feet to go. We're going to be making so in between these two mountains here, it's like a valley. We're going to be going through this valley here and straight in, and you have to be at 3,000 feet for this. So the green represents where the purple represents where we're going, and the blue is, let's say if I need to do on this approach. So out here, back, loop around, back in. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set our go around altitude now. Oh wait, no, I can't do that, can I? Right, we won't do that yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Captain Speaker now commencing our final descent and approach into Athens. I'd like to thank you for flying Helios Airlines and hope we wish you a very safe onward journey and hope to see you on board again in the near future. So you see this village over here, guys, this village is actually a very interesting place. It's a fishing village, exclusively to like fishing and like leisure village. So it's like, it looks like a city, but it's actually not. It's a village. All of these are houses, and the only thing you have commercialized is like in here. And it's actually totally done for commercial or for fishing and leisure and holiday retreats and all that kind of stuff. It's so wonderful. And the level of detail that piece really is giving off right now is brilliant. Even the wave animation effects here, a little bit, not totally realistic, but you know, we'll take them. And then I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you Athens itself. It's on the other side of this mountain. They put the airport south of its actual of the actual city. I always thought it'd be interesting. So we don't need the speed brake anymore. So just put it back to the armed position. Actually, we might get a sneak peek of Athens itself. Hang on. Might get it if we can get that bit closer. I would break off the ILS and just go and take you there, but chances are always around 8-9 a.m. we get ATC out here, and I don't want them to I don't want them asking me what I'm doing. So I got caught doing that before, and they weren't too pleased that I was disobeying my flight plan. So you got the port of Athens over here anyway. I know that for a fact. City is like tucked in behind this, and I don't think we're gonna get to see it. No, we're not gonna get to see it, I don't think. That's really a shame, because that would be something I would want to show. It's a really nice place. Next video I'll get on a Cessna 172 and I'll just take a trip over Athens City for you. Show you like the beauty. I mean, it's amazing. It's a lovely city. What we do is if I zoom in. Oh, okay, hang on. Oh, that is the city, guys. Sorry, my P3D is just not rendering it because of the distance. Hang on, do you know what we'll do? I'm sorry now to interrupt the final approach, but what we'll do, as a matter of fact, and this is going to level of detail. It should be scenery distance. Something for scenery distance. Hang on. You can find that. Okay, we'll just see if this made a difference, guys. I know, I'm really sorry about the loading. I just wanted to show you Athens because it's a lovely city, especially when you got Orbix and all the rest of it running in the background for you. My P3D just wasn't rendering it, so that's my fault. I do apologize for that, but we are at 80% loading, so oh my god. Okay, wow, okay, it's not gonna do it. Thought it might, but it won't. I think we're outside of the radius, so what we're gonna do is just continue the ILS approach. You're locked on. Purple diamond is active. So one final ATC check for the VAT sim, and we are clear. What we'll do now is we're going to set up we're going to just say LGAV, traffic, Helios, 001, inbound, gone right, 03, right. And there we go. That's how you tell Vaxxin that you're landing, guys. So Unicom, you just gotta tell Unicom, hey, I'm coming in. This is the runway I'm landing on, and everything should be fine after that. What a lovely city. Okay, so here is our approach. Got a bit of wind to the north, 4 knots. Nothing I'd be overly concerned about. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the gear down. Decrease speed now to 140 knots. approach switch on, landing checklist, landing lights on, anti-ice off. Approach switch on, ILS glide slope alive. Speed check, 140 knots. And glide slope captured. Flaps full. I'll find a nice landing on a camera. Oh. Actually, yes, let's use this one. I know it's not as great, but
2,500.
2,500. So look at that, guys. Lovely building and scenery work. All the farmland out here as well. It's probably not just me, but I think that red light on top of the aircraft is slightly off the center. Well, not my problem. I didn't reskin the aircraft. So here we go now.
One thousand.
So usually about 800 feet, guys, is my 600 feet is my decision altitude whether I go in or not. It just gives me an extra bit of time to pull back on the yoke, get the engines up to full throttle and go around if I have to. So we're approaching 800 feet now. I'm going to do my decision check now. Aircraft's on target for the final runway, everything is looking perfect. Happy lights are indicating two
500.
white, two red, excellent.
400.
No obstacles visible. I think, yeah, we're gonna go for it.
300.
Right, here we go.
200.
200.
100.
Minimums.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Manual braking. So we're going to vacate the runway. Bring our flaps up. And just out of safety, we're going to pull up to this holding point here. Delta 1. stop at Delta 1. Engage the park and brake for a second. Oh, wait. What are you doing? Stop it. Okay, we're going to do our after landing checklist. So our taxi lights on, runway and landing lights off. Start our APU up. Disengage automatic brakes. Disengage flight directors. And untune the ILS, because if I press C by accident, the autopilot will try and take it back to the ILS point. I've done that before and I wasn't fun. So let's taxi. We're going to taxi you today to a Helios stand where Helios used to park here at Athens. I know this because I'm going to take you to the gate where my Helios flight took us when I was there about 12 years ago. The pull effect on the rudder on this thing is absolutely unreal. Trying to keep it on the center line is quite hard. Even with full rudder control. I'm pressing my pedals, pumping my pedals left and right here, and I can't even do it. So let's check our landing rate on the tracker while we're taxiing, eh? What did wheel touchdown at? Negative 224. That is not bad. Bit hard, but all in all, not bad. My best is a negative 3 landing rate and a 777-300 in San Francisco. Don't ask me how it's possible, I don't know how myself. All I know is the aircraft touched down smooth as butter. So this terminal here, guys, used to be owned, partly owned by Helios and Cyprus Airways at the time. All this terminal here, hang on, I'll have to give this a better view so I can control the camera. So this whole terminal here was owned by them. Both companies, respectively, at the time. Lovely terminals to be inside. Our terminal was really nice. Got the motorway down here, and the bridge, the air bridge going across. It's nice touch to it. I think that's an old Olympic 737-200 over there, and that's our maintenance. That's the maintenance hangars there as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make my left turn onto this. Oh wait, whoa. Alright, that was interesting. Scenery did a cache reset, I think. Not typical with P3D. Quite surprised about. We're going to go to Alpha 37, that's where we went to. And it was this same aircraft, guys, this same 737. That I flew on so many years ago. And now I get to take it here myself. Okay, come on, we can go a bit further than that. Hey, there we go. Throttle idle, park and brake set. Let's see if GSX wants to work. Nope. Okay, let's check our APU. On. Lead on. Packed off. Isolation valve off. Recirc fans off. Engine shutting down. Hydraulic power off. Fuel pumps off. Taxi light off. Strobe lights set to both standby position. Logo light on. No, GSX. We're at Alpha 37. So, oh, hang on. It's actually recognized me that I'm on a gate. So, request deboarding. And request. What? Catering service. We'll get the gateway to come over to us. Service stairs, so it's waiting for me to turn on. Open aft and forward cargo doors. Forward left entry. And fasten seatbelt signs off, so the passengers can deboard the aircraft. So the handling here is by Olympic apparently. I love the way that's at an angle, and clearly if anybody tried to get out the door, they would clearly fall to their deaths. Would they? Yes. Yes, they would. Anyway. It's too bad that GSX doesn't, like, you know, load people actually, you know, getting off the aircraft. They do with the catering service, which is due to come at any moment. I believe we are due catering. All the baggage now is going off somewhere to the baggage claim thingy, even though why are they going? Oh yeah. So they'll go to the baggage claim place and bring all our passengers' luggage to them inside the terminal, which is brilliant. So as I was saying, guys, these videos, I want your comments. I want your comments in the video chat logs. I want to know what you want, and if we can give that to you, then we'll definitely give it to you. I also want your opinion on how I do in videos, because I know I talk too much. I really do talk too much. But just let me know what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of. Certain camera views that you'd rather see more of in a video. Did I request catering? Ah, yeah. And everything like that. So you just let me know. As I said, email us at heliosairlines@gmail.com for any questions you have about us, or if you want to know a little bit more about us. Oh, here comes our catering. And email our TeamSpeak remains open. It's ts3.world1group.com. Check us out anytime. Come on in and be part of that. Also Helios magic. You can also visit our website www.heliosairlines.com. As I said, we are closing for 6 weeks. That is to reskin the rest of the fleet. New website be put in place that we showed you earlier in this stream, and we are also going to be bringing out the rest of our rules, procedures and policies. So that's going to take a bit. But our TeamSpeak remains open for the weeks that we are closed. So if you're still interested in joining Helios and you want to be part of us, just let us know. Register. I would say register now. That way you're not waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Register now. Get a part of us. Get in there, and then we'll have your registration on file, and we let everyone know when all our construction is complete. So all our new websites and rules and policies. Oh look, it's an actual person. Hello, you alright? Don't. Oh my god, his head just got chopped off in the doorway. Wow. But like anything you want to see, and like just let us know. Your opinion does matter to us. These streams are not for us; they're for you. And while we're getting all our construction work done, register now. As I said, it's probably easier. But our TeamSpeak will be open, so that's ts3.world1group.com, and just remember that and pop on in, because we won't. Our website will be down. Oh my god, he's lost another head. Our website will be down for a couple of weeks while we're kind of finishing off the new one. TeamSpeak will be unaffected, so the TeamSpeak will be up 24/7. Feel free to pop in at any time. And as I said, if you have any questions, or if you want to talk to us and get to know us, email us at heliosairlines@gmail.com. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions or help you out in any way that we can. Just don't be afraid to hit us up. And a very good morning to you. It's now 8 a.m. here in Ireland, so I want to thank you for watching with us watching this stream. And from all of Helios, a very good morning and a very good day to you on this Friday. And as I said before, guys, just remember, pop in if you want to join the Helios magic, because I call it, I get killed for saying that all the time. But if you want to pop in and join the Helios magic, all you have to do is register, sign up, visit our TeamSpeak, get involved. This group is for you. It's your chance to have a say on what goes on, and you know, your opinion matters. You as a person matter, okay? So you have a really good Friday, and if we don't get around to streaming tonight for you, I'm pretty sure we'll be streaming throughout the weekend. There's a couple of group flights due to take place tomorrow that I am a part of also, so I will see you most likely tomorrow, unless I forget to turn on my OBS, which is a very common occurrence, like happened yesterday when I did this entire flight. And right about this point, actually, I discovered that I had not been recording for the entire flight, and I was just like, oh no. But but anyway, as I said, sit back, we'll just file our pirate. If you're a part of another airline, we don't mind. You know, pop in, have a chat, be social, join up if you wish. If you feel we're better for you than your current airline, then by all means we'll strive to achieve that for you. We do operate a full vaccine training service. Will help you go for your ratings. And very soon be introducing our type rating system. If you want to fly the 737-800, you know, come to me. I'll train you on it. I'll get you your rating on it. And you'll be rated to fly this aircraft. If you want to go for a 733, go to Shanana, go to Alex, go to any of the other guys who usually fly the 733, anything like that. Whatever you want to fly, you know, we take everything. If you want to fly an Antonov 225 or a Concorde, go for it, man. If you want to go to Flyaway Simulation and download the Star Trek USS Enterprise, go for it. We're not going to stop you. So I'm going to be quiet now. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to leave on this note by saying, have a very good Friday from all of us at Helios Airlines. And remember, it's all about the Helios magic. and we'll see you the next time. Bye bye.